Well, back now with our Pete Gallivan, who is sharing a really down-to-earth discussion with Mary Wilson.
From her late husband to the foundation's $1.2 billion promise to invest in the community and the commitment to carry on Ralph's legacy through philanthropy. Pete shares those moments and more in this Two on Your Side original.
At the heart of the newly expanded and reimagined AKG Art Gallery is a celebration of community. From the Great Lawn to the Town Square, the space will be a focal point of the gallery's community engagement programming. And it's also a tribute to a man who brought a lot of Western New Yorkers together over the past 60-plus years.
What does it mean to you to sit in this space bearing your husband's name?
It means a great deal. What it means is what Ralph was all about. In the beginning, he brought families together to enjoy football. You know, he probably wasn't thinking about that. He was thinking about how much money am I going to lose this first year.
Ralph Wilson Jr. Town Square is a 6,000 square foot gathering space enlightened by the spectacular sculptured ceiling called Common Sky. It's a series of mirrors and skylights emulating a treetop and providing for a kaleidoscope of ever-changing light. As I sit in the midst of it all with Mary Wilson, the pride of her late husband's impact is palpable.
But what Ralph wanted to do is make the impact now.
She's talking about the work being done by the Ralph Wilson Jr. Foundation. Since 2018, the foundation has gifted the AKG more than $11 million, part of the $100 million commitment to transform the financial strength and long-term viability of art and culture in Western New York.
I hope it inspires others, and that's what I hope Ralph's philanthropy does also, inspires others to give back instead of take.
Well, the arts is just one of the focal points of the foundation, along with caregiving, economic development and entrepreneurship, and promoting active lifestyles, which is on full display with another major project in the works, the $110 million overhaul of the former LaSalle Park, which will reopen as Ralph Wilson Jr. Centennial Park in 2025.
When you think about in the future, how many people are going to get joy? Because I grew up in that neighborhood, and I always thought that park could be the crown jewel when you look at the water.
I think I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
You know, again, as I mentioned, Ralph exercised every day of his life. So when it was first brought up, and when we started talking about parks and trails, I just went, this is it. This is going to be so exciting.
But the work is one thing.
Everything we've done, we've thought about, what would Ralph think of this?
The celebration of the man she loved so deeply is clearly another. A man who probably would have often described his relationship with the fans as it's complicated.
There was always this kind of tug-of-war love affair between Ralph and the fans and Ralph.
Right. Some people call him cheap. Yeah. They don't call him cheap anymore, though.
And Mary Wilson adds that, make no mistake, from the time he moved into the rock pile in 1960 to the day he died, Ralph loved Buffalo.
Ralph loved the fans, and that's one reason his foundation is here, is that it was his home. He would have never left here. He would never have left Buffalo, which is a credit to the great man that he is.
And she says that the fans, to this day, remind her of how much he meant to them.
I'm still having fun with them. I was at a tailgate party last year for a game with the Bills Mafia, and then one game they gave me a jacket, so I'm an honorary Bills Mafia.
I think you're probably the queen of Bills Mafia, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I've met some of those people that are the queens of the Bills Mafia.
As for the Bills of today, Mary believes that her husband would have joined the push to keep the stadium in Orchard Park, a move that he backed when the original talks began about where to put Rich Stadium back in 1973.
So needless to say, he'd give 2 thumbs up to the new stadium plans?
Ralph would be very joyful about it and very excited for Buffalo. And I think Ralph would be very happy that it's not a dome stadium.
In wrapping up, I asked Mrs. Wilson, is there anything she wants to add?
Go Bills.
Of course. With the Two on Your Side original, I'm Pete Gallivan.